Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at quite a few things. So we've got the release date already for Hank, which is on Wednesday, which is going to be really hype. We're also going to be talking about the community feedback about the balance changes, and then also some tips about the brand new event, which is in the game for 3 days. So make sure you're looking at that. So before we jump into the video, then make sure you're using the creator code. That'd be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new release of Hank. He's been released in 1 day, 17 hours. So I believe Wednesday. It just depends on your time zone when he's going to be released. But we'll be doing all the best videos for him. We're going to be getting him to rank 30 on the first day, and also just giving you all the best tips as soon as he drops. So make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. So if you don't know about Epic Brawlers, it costs, I think, 925 credits. And if you're just going through the free track of the Brawl Pass, it should take you around rank 38, I believe. 10 of the kind of free rewards you get of the credits, you get 95 credits at a time, and you should be able to get Hank. So I think that's really achievable for literally everyone. Where it don't matter how much you play, I think already in the season you should be near enough, or we should be way past that level 38 in the Brawl Pass. So make sure you've got those credits saved. You've got a few days to grind those quests if you haven't already. So it looks like just quickly as well that they're not actually releasing both star powers and gadgets. I think with Willow, actually no, they didn't do it with Willow. They did it with another brawler, but they released both of them at the same time. I think it was Maisie, but unfortunately just the first star power and the first gadget. But thankfully both of them are pretty good, and yeah, we'll go into just trying them out then. So it's not going to be the exact replication of how Hank's going to perform in the game, because it's just power 1. So it kind of annoys me a little bit how they do this, but I'm not too sure why they actually do it in the end. So yeah, you can test out Hank, have a little bit of fun, but of course you've not got his star power or any gears, and you can kind of get used to his little mechanics. So one thing I'm quite interested about, which a few people asked me about, whether it's actually like useful to actually, you know, spend that time, you know, say if someone's in your face, spend that time popping it, or just spamming some quick shots, because you've got a little bit of a delay here. But I feel like if you've got good accuracy and if someone is literally close to you, you could probably start spamming those shots out quickly. I'm not too sure whether it's, you know, better to auto aim or not, but I feel like it could be a very auto aim friendly brawler. We'll have to wait and see. But anyways, just thought I'd let you guys know that Hank is coming out in 2 days time. I'm really excited for his release. Considering Maisie's really underwhelming, I feel like Hank's going to be a lot more fun. So that's going to be Hank. Let's jump into the next one. Alright guys, so jumping into the next thing I wanted to warn you about. I don't typically do these Brawl news types of videos, but you know, I'm just kind of waiting for the balance changes. So there's kind of this awkward period where I'm waiting for test the balance changes tomorrow, and then of course Hank on Wednesday. But anyways, we've got the Save the Frog event, which I'll be doing myself. I think everyone will be doing, because of course bling now is actually a resource that you want. Like star points before or any other resource I wasn't really too bothered about, but bling of course is an amazing resource to have right now. So right now is this Save the Frog event, and every single frog you get free bling. So make sure you're grinding it. I think the daily limit, I think a few people asked Danny, didn't really get a direct response to it, but in terms of the daily limit with this Save a Frog event, I think it's 40 frogs a day, which you can get, and then over the course of 3 days, that's how long the event lasts, I think it's 85 frogs maximum that you can get. So that is up to 255 bling. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it's literally free bling. And why would you not want free bling? It literally saves you money. Even if you're a dirty gemmer like myself, I still want to grind this because it saves me a little bit of money. You know, any bit of money saved is a good thing. So unfortunately I just killed my call there. So in terms of best brawlers here for layer cake as well, I've covered this a few times. I think the best brawler by far to try and push is the Tick. Let's see if we can get this frog in time. We can actually just about save it, and our Carl is pretty much going to win us the game. So Tick is a really strong brawler to have. You'll also have the likes of Gray, Buzz, Shelly, Mr. P, Gus, and Carl. So I didn't expect the game just to finish that quickly, but yeah, make sure you're saving those frogs and getting as many rewards as you can. Alright guys, so jumping into the next game then. So we're just going to chill and play some of this event and talk about the balance changes and what the community thought about it and what I thought about the balance changes. So the first one, which a lot of people were quite disappointed about, I think this was the one that I seen the most, was the Janet nerfs. I know that Janet is a brawler that's been consistently at the top, but there's a reason why she's been at the top, because she hasn't really been like a toxic brawler in the meta. You know, of course, she's been strong, she's had her day at the top, but I don't feel like, you know, Janet is too toxic. I think maybe when she was first released, she was toxic, but right now, she was in a decent spot. But for a brawler to be this long at the top of the meta, it's nice to shift things up. So yeah, everyone's just saying they kind of overkill the nerfs. I feel like me definitely, I'm one of those people that agree with that. They definitely kind of overdid the nerfs on Janet. Maybe just maybe a couple to the gadget, and then the damage nerf would have been okay. But I feel like also increasing the amount of shots he gets to get her super, I think that's just too much for her. So if you're unaware of the changes, I did a video on it literally yesterday. Basically, they nerfed her gadget a few times, so it doesn't last as long on the field. So of course that's a fantastic nerf to have, because this gadget was just way too strong. It can stop the regen from the opponents and was just so annoying. We've actually got 7 stars here, so I just wanted to play some Janet because quite literally in well, tomorrow, by the time the balance changes are out, Janet's going to be pretty much dead in my opinion, and in a lot of other people's opinions as well. So let me know what you think of the Janet changes. I think it's going to be a little bit too harsh. I could quite clearly see her being towards probably like the B or C tier, like a kind of balance but on the weaker side brawler. So that's going to be one brawler which I'm really scared about in the next meta. Let's hop into the next one. Guys, to jumping into the next change that everyone is kind of conflicted about is with Max. So again, just like Janet, Max has been one of the best brawlers in the game for a while. To be honest, I've been calling for a Max worth for a while now, but I think a Max meta is definitely healthy. So it's going to be weird to see if Max, you know, plummets in the meta. I feel like the meta could be a little bit unbalanced, because I feel like Max kind of counters a lot of different brawlers and doesn't allow like throwers and tanks to be really powerful, for example. But anyways, the Max changes, if you missed it, there was a small HP nerf of 300, there was a damage nerf of 30 per bullet, and then it takes an extra shot to get her super. So those 3 things combined, I feel like will make Max a much weaker brawler. I don't think she's going to be by any means like terrible. I actually think she's going to be a pretty balanced brawler. If anything, she won't really be removed from the meta too much. So it's like Gale tried to do the cheesy strategy right here, which is just hilarious, and now he can't escape for it. So hopefully we just run back here, because I was going to lose this game. I've not seen anyone actually try this, which is quite funny. Let's see if we can get the gray in time, and we can. And it looks like Gale's gonna have to actually get out of it. Oh no, we can't have that now. We can't have any cheese. Please get out of there, Surge. Wow, how has this game just turned like so cheesy? It's ridiculous. Let's see, we can just come back and camp here, hopefully. Hopefully he comes back. But anyways, I think, yeah, Max, I think will always be pretty good in the meta, just because of the kind of uniqueness with Max. You've still got her super. It only takes 1 extra bullet, right? And I don't think like the damage nerf is like a bad thing. I think more so what would kill Max is probably like a gadget nerf, or maybe like even more shots to get super. But for now, I think she's going to be a pretty strong brawler, still probably like in the A tier, just not that brawler which you can first pick all the time, which of course is really unhealthy for the meta. So thankfully we destroyed these guys that are cheesing. We don't want any cheeses out here, so we can hopefully just dodge this Brock, and we should be able to finish the game right there. So Max, for me, is pretty nice. She's got a nerf. Hopefully it won't destroy her too much, but I've got a good feeling that she'll be in and around the A tier. They haven't nerfed her like really hard. If they really wanted to kill Max, they could have maybe like put the damage down to like 440 or something like that. But anyways, that's going to be another game. Let's hop into the final one. Alright guys, so jumping into the last brawler I wanted to talk about, it is Tara. So Tara is a brawler which I haven't really seen people discuss about, especially with the recent balance changes. She probably has the, well, by far she has the biggest impact in terms of the buff. Like the buff is going to do the most to her. You know, Mortis' buff isn't really going to do too much. You know, 8-bit's buff's not going to do a lot. Willow might help a little bit, but Tara, I think, is going to fly her into the meta. I think she's easily going to be an A tier brawler. I think the only thing holding her back from an S tier is versatility. You know, she's not a brawler which you can just pick in like bounty. Well, I'm playing her in bounty, but get what I mean. You can't pick her in bounty, you can't pick her in knockout, not really in heist unless you're playing like a cheese map on ladder like pit stop. You get what I mean. She's only really strong on gem grab and also on Brawl, but maybe if she becomes that strong, she might be meta on other game modes. But yeah, for me, I think the damage buff is going to be insane. So the main reason being is because before, when she was nerfed, which was like March last year, she's actually getting a bigger increase in her damage. So she was already a really strong brawler then, but now she's getting even more damage. So I just think she's going to be absolutely insane. I think she's going to be the best pick in Brawl and gem grab. I think she's literally, you're going to want to ban her pretty much every single time, because she's going to be so incredibly strong down the lane. And this might actually also mean an indirect buff to other brawlers like Sandy, for example. So Sandy, you know, since I've started playing Brawl Stars, Sandy's been one of the best counters to Tara by far. So I think Sandy is going to be even better in the meta, just indirectly through Tara getting stronger. Unfortunately, we should be able to get that kill with Nani. We do go down in the meanwhile, but it's a decent enough trade. Even a Mortis overkill offers. But yeah, don't go Tara in Bounty. It's never going to end well. We'll just have to get it out there just to try and get as many frogs as possible. So we should be able to get this surge down, but I don't think that's going to be enough for the win. But I don't really care about the win because we are, of course, playing Tara right now. So let me know what you think of all the balance changes in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because we're going to be dropping all of the meta kind of details as soon as it goes, right? So we've got balance changes tomorrow, we've got Hank, and then I'll be going into like a power league guide, you know, the best brawlers in the game, a tier list. We've got a lot of stuff coming up. So that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.